Is this where the damn drumming and the music kicks in?
Yeah.
What is going on, everybody? Hello and welcome back to the program. Today is Tuesday, February the 24th, 2026, years after zero. I'm your host, as always, Tyler Shepardson, and this is On the Pipe Podcast, presented by Yamaha Motor Corporation USA. Yamaha's big partners, big supporters of the program and of the sport in general, so we appreciate them being involved. We got some very special news coming out of the Yamaha Blue Crew camp this coming week, Friday at 5 o'clock, live from Daytona Supercross. Yamaha is going to make an announcement, and we'll be there. We'll be there, boots on the ground, hanging out with all of our friends over at Yamaha, so be on the lookout for that. Of course, we'll bring you coverage right here from OTP. But today is OTP Tuesday, and you're joining us just in time to talk about what is going on in the off-road racing world. We got American Hard Enduro. We got U.S. Sprint Enduro. We got Hare and Hound.
Hare and Hound,
National
GNCC. That's a lie. No GNCC.
And JDay just did their first round of their Super East Coast Series that they're doing this year. It was broadcast all day live. I was in and out of that, watching the racing action go on all day, and some interesting storylines coming out of there. And, of course, we will preview this weekend's Wild Boar GNCC down in the Black Sands of Palatka, Florida, where we will be there on site doing some filming, bringing you the racing action. If you didn't catch the Big Buck Racing highlights, go to our YouTube channel. Check that out. Don't forget, if you're listening to this show after the fact, if you want to watch us live, like several people are doing right now, you can check out our YouTube channel Tuesdays around 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And then also, if you click the live tab, you'll be able to see all of the programs that we broadcast live. We pull up the results on screen. We talk about some stuff. And, you can be up to date in there, get the information first. And if you're listening to this afterwards, appreciate you listening, appreciate you supporting OTP. And, let's dive right into it. Got all sorts of stuff to talk about. Big Rig Craig is here with me. We got a text from Big Tom that he is on his way. But first, how's Craig?
Good. Just hanging out. Enjoying my day.
Anything new and exciting?
I'm drinking this coffee, this cold brew coffee. I've been sipping on it all day. That's about as new and exciting as it's getting today.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, not much going on.
I'm a Coke Zero guy myself.
Yeah.
We're
That's
making
it.
it happen.
Making it happen.
But yeah, already got some comments coming in on YouTube. We will get to all of your comments. We will chat about what is going on. I hear my dogs barking, so I forgot to close the door. That can only mean one thing. Big Tom, I think, is on his way up, so we'll talk with him here in just a moment. But before we get into all that, let's dive into some results from the West Coast to the East Coast to out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean and everywhere in between. We look at our results courtesy of Zach Tussle with Raymond James Financial. Zach is a racer and a financial advisor that helps his clients win when it comes to retirement and financial planning. To look to the past, you got to look towards the future. That is what Zach Tussle can help you do. Go to TussleInvestments.com. Let him know you listen to OTP, or you can. I think he shows up on Google. If you just type in Google Maps, Zach Tussle, it should pop up. If not, Raymond James, Denver, North Carolina. Ask for Zach Tussle. Let him know you listen to OTP. He can tell you exactly what it is that he can do to help you out, and get you dialed in. A lot of big stock stuff on the horizon. Been researching it, looking into it, but I am no professional. Zach Tussle is my professional, and he can be your professional too, as he helps us look at some results here. We're going to start things off over here on the East Coast. It was a 2-day ISDE qualifier at the U.S. Sprint Enduro down in Georgia. And Grant Davis, he's got that big number 2 on his bike in both series. He goes out there and takes the win after 11 tests of racing. Looks like we had a test that was thrown out. Looks like the Enduro test. I'm not going to say the last Enduro test, but one of the Enduro tests seems to have been thrown out. Do you know anything about that, Craig?
No, I don't.
Me either. Moving on. Grant Davis was able to take the win after 11 tests, 2 days of racing. Looks like he did it by about 15 seconds over former multi-time champ Johnny Gerard, who would finish in that number 2 spot in the Pro 1 class. Both of those boys on factory KTM rides. Cooper Jones, second place overall on day number 2, third place overall for the weekend. Your first place Pro 2 rider and winner, Cooper Jones, who we saw lead a lot at Big Buck in the overall, had a good ride out there. He had a good ride, I'm pretty sure, at the first Sprint Enduro. I know Brody took that win, but I think Cooper Jones was up there in the mix. But, man, Cooper Jones was the last-minute fill-in. No, it wasn't last minute. Anyway, he rode on the Junior World Trophy team last year. Yeah, he was a fill-in, right? Someone got hurt. Yeah, someone got hurt, and Cody bumped up, I think.
Was Tino was hurt last year?
Or maybe it was Tino.
Because Tino had his ACL, so I think Tino got hurt, and maybe it was Cooper that ended up filling in.
Yeah, something like that. But anyway, he was on that Junior World Trophy team, and he's showing that he's got the sprint speed to back it up. Cooper Jones, third place overall on the weekend. What a ride. What a start to the season for the 220 of Cooper Jones, also on that KTM ride. And then rounding out your Pro 1 podium, fourth place overall on the weekend was the newest Beta Factory Team rider, Cody Barnes. Rounding out the top 5 was Gavin Simon, who would take second place in the Pro 2 class. And rounding out your Pro 2 podium, Jason Tino in the sixth place spot overall. Brody Johnson in 7th, Jack Walker 8th. Collier Martinez getting a top 10 with a 9th, and Swole Cole Whitmer, your top amateur of the weekend aboard his Gas top 10 overall, the winner of the Pro-Am class. That is your top 10. Craig, let's see if we can go back and look at we'll look at the individual days, see if we can figure out a story, a rhyme or reason to what happened out here. Unless you want to look at our women's pro first while we got it pulled up.
Yeah, we can. Pro women.
So obviously each day scored separately, so we're going to check in on the days. Danielle McDonald does it again. Danielle McDonald came out and won the opening round of U.S. Sprint Enduro by 3 seconds. And then she goes into Big Buck, makes the last lap pass, takes her first ever GNCC win in the muddy conditions at Big Buck. She's from Australia. She's used to the hard pack, the dry, the dust, and she goes out there and gets it done in the wet clay that is the Big Buck GNCC this past year. Absolute mud fest. And she beats Brandy Richards here at round number 2 of the U.S. Sprint Enduro. Obviously, Brandy Richards, one of the most accomplished women's riders, period, but definitely in ISDE racing, which is also this Sprint Enduro format. But as we're saying this, as we're looking at this, as we're talking about the racing action, the one thing that we can note is last week on the show, we were talking all about how Brandy Richards broke her fibula and finished second place, and now she comes out and does 2 days of racing with a still broken fibula. Craig, how is Brandy Richards human?
Oh no, it's pretty crazy. You know, I've never broke a leg. It's always been something I've been scared of. But I cannot imagine breaking your leg on a Sunday, and the next Saturday, I guess, 6-day turnaround, racing your dirt bike, putting a boot on. So no idea what her condition is, but that is pretty gnarly.
Man, and it's not even going out and doing your 2 hours and being done. It is racing all day long, going out 6 different times, 2 days in a row. Like at least 2 hours, it kind of goes numb after a little bit, and you get in the groove. This time, you go back to the truck, the adrenaline wears off, and then you got to go back out again, and then do it 5 more times throughout the day. Yeah,
just coming back from Saturday, taking your boots off, showering up, being done for the day, and then swelling coming up, throwing your boot back on the next morning. I don't know. It's pretty surreal. I'm just very curious. I'd love to see an interview with her or something, just kind of hear how she's feeling.
Brandy Richards, you are gnarly. Still gets second place, beats Rachel Goodish, who would end up in the final podium spot for our women's pro class. What a day. I was sitting there thinking about it. Like, my first thoughts when we looked at it was, holy crap, Danielle McDonald, 3 in a row now when she shows up to race. But then I immediately went to, wait a minute, Brandy Richards broke her freaking leg, and we were talking last week if she would race or if she would take the next 2 GNCCs off and then get that big gap in between. Nah, she goes racing the next weekend.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see what her plans are for this weekend. What her condition now. But man, we should have reached out. Maybe got to do an interview because that would have been pretty cool to hear about. And I didn't even look at a race report or anything. I don't know how she's feeling or what she's put out, but super curious what her plan is.
I would go out on a limb and say that she's racing, which is, I mean, that's just gnarly. Because we talked about it briefly. I'm not going to go in depth about it. When I did my tib fib, what hurt most was my fibula. The amount of pain that I was in that took me to get back to a semi-normal schedule was mainly from my fibula. Like, it's not a weight-bearing bone, but damn, it hurts. And I can't imagine riding a dirt bike with the best in the world like that.
Yeah, no way. I'm thinking the same thing. It's pretty crazy.
She does not have a race report up of her past weekend. I was hoping that we might be able to get a little bit of insight on how she was able to get that done. We're not able to see that quite yet, but
I was just going to the day by day breakdown you're talking about.
Yeah. Just kind of see if there's any mix-up between the days. So Johnny Gerard, what? That's just...
Am I wrong? It's round 2. Is this round 3?
It's round
2,
it's round 2, but that's only showing 3 tests.
Huh.
It should be 6 or 5.
Round 2.
It says day 1. What are we missing? Do we got
test
something?
By test score.
What's up, Big Tom?
Hey, bud.
What's up?
2 phones.
We welcome Tom into the studio as he gets dialed in. We want to wish Big Tom a big old happy birthday.
Okay.
As you sit down and join us.
They screwed it up real good because here's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 4 on round 2.
So now we're at 8 plus 3. That's 11. Did it get rained out or iced out on Saturday?
I'm not sure what was going on. I know it was definitely wet down there.
In all of our extensive research that we've done since the weekend with 2 full days to prepare for the show, we definitely looked all this stuff up and knew what was going on. I wonder if that's what happened. Did they do limited tests on Saturday? I don't know. Either way, from what we can see, Johnny Gerard might have won day number 1. Johnny Gerard on day number 2 takes the 4th place spot, but still holds on by enough to get 2nd place overall. Cooper Jones, 2nd place overall on day 2. Cody Barnes, 3rd overall. So, yeah, pretty close. A little bit of swapping between the days and the weekend.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Try 4 print. Might pull them all up.
Oh, we could pull them all up, but it's for, It's
that ain't it.
Hell no.
Yeah, we had them combined trying to see if we could.
Just trying to see day by day.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess let's move on. Looked like a good weekend of racing. Looked like it was probably cold. I don't
And wet.
Now we go out west to the Prospector 150. This is round number. Does it say what round?
Nope.
You know what round it is. It's Hare and Hound, dude. Dante Oliveira rocking that big number 1 plate. He goes out there and gets the win aboard his factory KTM. Zane Roberts on that Liqui Moly factory beta would end up in the number 2 spot overall, and we seem to see this trend going coast to coast because it's happening out west a lot more frequently now, just like we've seen it happening out east. Our Pro 250 winner makes it onto the overall box. That is Ryder Tomaselli taking the Pro 250 win aboard his Husqvarna. 3rd place overall on the day. Leighton Smale hauling the Smale out there. 2nd place in the Pro 250 class, 4th place overall. And down in the number 5 spot, rounding out the top 5, Cody Simpson aboard his Yamaha, revving his heart on his way to the top finishing Yamaha of the weekend. 3rd place Pro 250, 5th place overall. And then Damon Woolslayer aboard a Husqvarna as well would round out the Pro Class podium, good enough for 6th place overall on the day.
Got an update on the sprint results.
Oh, what we got?
Yeah,
Fill us in.
Paul Alley said they had to cut day 1 short and combine some tests on day 2 because of the rain on Saturday.
So we did have some inclement weather. So yeah, I guess that explained. Oh, so did a test get thrown out, or were they just only able to run 11?
No, I think
Does
they only did
anybody know?
8.
No, they did. Well, they did 8 on day 2, and then did 3 on day 1.
Because somebody had posted that, I think it was Colton Shields, that his bike survived 8 tests, but he was on his 2nd full rebuild in 2 weeks.
Jeez.
Awesome.
Well, good news is it looks like we got good weather for Florida this weekend. Doesn't look like it's going to be too hot. Doesn't look like there's any rain coming in. There was some rain hanging around on Friday, but last I looked, it was out. So hopefully we'll get some good racing in the sands of Florida this weekend. But checking back in with Hare and Hound, Ava Silvestri was able to take the women's pro class win. Rachel Stout in the number 2 spot, and then rounding out the women's pro class podium was Catalina Springstraw. Is that what that says? I'm trying to squint to see that one. All right. So that is how it's shaping up out west. Obviously, the Hare and Hound Series and the AMA West Series combined for a grand championship, so they're all logging points towards that towards the end of the year. Now let's go to our U.S. Hard Enduro. The ultimate Hawaiian Hard Enduro, guys. I don't know if you saw any of the footage coming out of this race. It looked absolutely gnarly. It looks like you're in the middle of the jungle. It looks like you're in Jurassic Park, which I guess makes sense because that's where it was filmed. But
look at the Hawaiians.
it does not look like a fun race. It looks like a fun race to be at and to go hang out with afterwards with all the boys and talk about how shitty it was. But, yeah. Taking the win, I'm pretty sure it was his 3rd straight Hawaiian Hard Enduro win in a row, was Coelho Huddy taking the win with the Aloha Exchange KTM. Getting it done in that number 1 spot. In 2nd spot, our favorite Hawaiian, Kamakana Waiwaiole Kaha Lapuna. I think I accidentally put an extra Y in there. Kamakana Waiwaiole Kaha Lapuna on the Kauai Racing Development KTM would take the number 2 spot on the day. I think he ran into some issues or got docked, or I think there was something going on, but he still got 2nd place overall. Maybe I'm thinking about someone else. Matthew Green was able to get in the 3rd place spot overall. Tristan Hart in the number 4 spot, rocking that number 1 plate. Cody Webb on the number 2 rounds out your top 5 aboard. What else? His Yamaha. So has Cody Webb completely ditched the 2-stroke?
I don't know. I've seen a video he put up just kind of saying he was trying different stuff out and this, that, and the other, but I don't know. Looks like they're riding 250FX quite a bit.
Yeah. And so they created that new 4-stroke pro class, which he's been running in. And I want to say that someone put in the comments last week that he was done with the 2-stroke.
Yeah. It's hard to make a YZ250 a hard enduro bike.
Yeah.
I would argue it's not the easiest to make a 250FX because you think they get so hot. So I'm kind of
Right.
curious what kind of cooling deals he's got on there.
I think it'd be easier. I think performance-wise, it would be so much better. You can figure out the overheating. But I saw some videos that Tristan was like stuck on a hill out there overheating his 300. So
Yeah. I
I
know
think it was pretty gnarly.
in his post, he was talking about wanting to have some decisions back. So, I get, like I said, dude, it looked gnarly over there.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so it's interesting. Obviously, the YZ250 platform built on a motocross race machine, and then they come out with the YZ250X. That's more the woods bike, but still, that's geared more towards moto in the woods, which is GNCC, fast and flowing. And talking with Cody a little bit, I think their big thing was just trying to find that bottom end, trying to find that tractor power that he's used to on the different 300s that he's ridden over the years, the KTM, the Sherco, all those things. And so, yeah, I know he's Frankenstein new transmissions. He's modded the engines. He's done all sorts of stuff, trying to search for that thing. And we saw him race the 250FX a couple times last year. And yeah, I think with this new 4-stroke pro class, I want to say that he's on the 4-stroke for the year. But with you, Tom, I'd be interested to know how he's keeping that thing cool.
Yeah. I mean, and is the pro, is that a different class, that 4-stroke class?
Yeah, there's 2 riders last weekend racing 4 strokes.
So
Him and Riley Bender.
So is technically, I mean, is that like a XC2, XC1 thing where the pro 2-stroke's the premier class and the 4-stroke's the second class, or they all starting together, or what?
I don't know. I'm going to revert back to what I think I say on the show every week is we need to get Matt Musgrave on the show.
I mean,
because we got questions. The hard enduro stuff, dude, is super interesting. Like, I would love to go to more of them and see more of them, just because those dudes are super gnarly and what they're able to do. But, yeah, with some of the changes going on this year and how the whole thing is a championship now, and now we got a pro 4-stroke class, I think Matt would be a good person to get on here and kind of chat about what's going on.
You ready to ride Battle of the Goats?
What weekend is it this year?
I don't know. Hopefully April 3rd.
I'm going to line up in that dang. Well, then, yeah. Hopefully so, because then I can't. No, I did Battle of Goats on a KDX before, but now I'm ready for the 4-stroke pro class on the same exact bike that Cody Webb's racing it on. You know what I mean?
there you go.
What could go wrong? But yeah, so that is your Hawaii hard enduro results, and now we will move into the day today, and that was I lost it. You got it, Craig. The JDay. JDay kicked off down at Bostwick in Florida on a Tuesday, and it was streamed live. I was checking in and out throughout the day, kind of seeing some stuff. First of all, shout out Ian Howes. Ian Howes, I think I've said on the program, I think he's the most talented videographer and editor
See the drone pilot
in the sport. But he is also the FPV drone pilot. He was the original Racer TV drone pilot when they first came out with the drone. And it was getting tight and in the mix. That was Ian Howes. And, yeah, now he's put out a lot of FPV drone stuff from JDay over the past couple years, and now he was running that FPV drone live on the broadcast today. Saw him wreck it. I was on the Racer TV stream when that thing hit a tree and went down, but I talked to Ian a little bit. He said he got it back up and going. He flew it home. He flew it back from the crash. So drone's good. He's good, but yeah. That really adds a lot to the broadcast, being able to get down there and follow those guys as tight as he gets.
There's a couple comments in the YouTube saying, what's it going to take to get the JDay drone pilot to GNCC, and drone was on point. It was good, dude. He was close. There was a lot of times that, like, that drone was getting roosted, quite a bit from the sandberms, but
dude, there was one.
He was at the GNCCs at some point. So.
Yeah, he was the OG Racer TV drone pilot, and then something happened.
Yeah,
no
drones allowed.
I don't know the details, but no, he was like the Racer TV one.
Oh,
like on the broadcast, he was the first one. So yeah, he's been at the GNCCs. I don't think he's going back to the GNCCs. He is really good friends with Adam Gordon. They're both from upstate New York. So the year that Adam and I and Mikey Waynes all started, I'm pretty sure that was Ian's first year flying the drone there. So those dudes were tight, but yeah, it was cool to see the drone coverage. Now, getting into the results, Ricky Russell, first time that we've seen him out there on the Kawasaki. I think he might have raced something out west, or maybe he did something over here. It was the first time that I really got to lay good eyes on him on that Kawasaki. He goes 2-1 on the day for first place overall. Gus Reardon goes 1-4 for second place overall. Ben Kelly goes 3-3 for third place overall. Thad Duvall 5-5 for fourth overall. Evan Smith would go 4-6 for fifth place overall. Evan also won the Pro Am 125 class. So that was pretty cool. See him out there ringing that 125's neck. Some drama that we saw in the first moto at JDay. And let me tell you something. I worked at Middies for a long time. I worked alongside the Toweries for a long time. Ricky Towery and Lucas Towery, they take their scoring of races and their flagging very seriously. And they would have never let happen what happened to Ricky Russell today. It was a bummer to see, but, I mean, just judging by, I don't know who they got working the checks and waving the flags, but I don't think it's her full-time job. And Ricky, or someone said on the broadcast afterward that I think it was Ricky, said that she felt super bad about it. But anyway, they were coming through lappers at the same time coming into the finish, and they somehow missed Ricky Russell. So Ricky Russell did not get the white flag. And obviously these motos are based on time, 30 minutes, and then they go do another lap after that, if I'm not mistaken. Well, Ricky didn't see the white flag, so he thought that he still had at least 2 laps left. And so coming down towards the end of the lap, same thing. They're getting into a group of lappers, and they kind of split and go around him, and Gus goes up one side and then just kind of holds on to it and edges past Ricky Russell. They're like bar to bar for him to take over the lead. And then they come through the finish line, dude. Ricky's throwing his hands up. He's going crazy. Even the announcer interviewing Gus said something about Ricky being upset he didn't get a white flag. But that seems like a little error, but that's a big deal. Like, Imagine, just put yourself in those situations. Like Ricky Russell, you're coming up around lap riders, and Gus gets by you, but you're like, oh, man, I got another lap to run him back down, or I still got time to pace him. I've been leading this thing the whole time. Meanwhile, Gus, on the other hand, is like, hey, we're less than a minute away from the finish. I have an opportunity to pass for the lead, and I just got to sprint to get to the flag, and I know the race is over, but Ricky doesn't. So that is a huge thing in the context of a pro overall, especially on the stage of having it broadcast and everything that JDay is doing this year. But yeah, Ricky Russell was not pumped about it. He said he went out there mad in the second moto, and he went out there and led that thing wire to wire. It took him a little bit of time to work into the lead, but once he did, he didn't look back after that. But yeah, that's a tough one.
It kind of looked like when Gus passed him that Ricky was almost kind of cruising down through there, and when he realized Gus was coming, that Ricky got back on the gas to try to pass him or stay in front of him into the woods, but it was a little late. Gussie got him.
Yeah.
Who ended up second in
Medaglia.
Moto 2? Okay, so he had a bad first moto, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Why does it show Toth on a Yamaha?
We were wondering that.
Blue Crew, bud. Teammates.
And Zacho was out there hobby horsing.
I thought Zach Hayes had a pretty good ride. He was top 10 overall there for a little bit.
Yeah.
And so did old buddy Johnson, Cole. Did he win Open A?
No, he got second.
Did he?
Yeah.
He was leading the second moto for a little bit.
Gavin Simon was up there leading for a little bit too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch it all. I watched here and there, but same thing you guys are saying. I really enjoyed watching just for Racer TV to be able to broadcast it the way they did, have some drone coverage. I think it looked
2 drones.
Yeah, I think it looked super cool. So I think if JDay is going to do what they're trying to do, which is use the Racer TV to their advantage, obviously for sponsorship or whatever they're doing, just trying to broadcast it to more people. I think they hit it out of the park pretty good. Like, as far as the videos I watched, the live stream I watched, I thought it was excellent.
Yeah. And so that's Adam Gordon, the director of Racer TV, owner of AG Video, and now they just started up Stoke Media, putting the race on, streaming it over the Racer TV platform. So it's in collaboration with Racer TV. But Adam has done like the Bagger Racing League, Ricky Carmichael Supercross, where they'll be at next week, doing Loretta's and that kind of stuff. So yeah, it was a good first outing for Adam and the boys. To go out there and, really take this proof of concept. They did one of them last year. Now they're doing the whole season of them this year. But, good first run at it for the boys. It was cool to be able to watch it. And also, too, like, they were giving drone coverage and stuff to, like, C-class and B-class and women just like they do pros. So
It was on all day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The Racer TV?
From 8 a.m. to, like, 4 or 5 p.m.
That's nuts.
And then Zach Heron was in Charlotte announcing it the whole time. From Charlotte. So
Really?
that's a long day on the microphone for Zach.
So they weren't even there.
The normal JDay announcer guy, he was there on site and did some interviews and stuff. But Zach was here. Buzzing in remotely. But it was cool to see. But what I was getting at is like a lot of them classes, a lot of them guys will never get any TV time. Even if you race Sportsman A and overall the morning race at the GNCC, you don't even get on the podium. So to see an FPV drone following a random 45-year-old guy around on a Yamaha who won, he's from Massachusetts. He was stoked. He was pumped. But, it's got to be cool for those guys to also be able to go back, watch the broadcast, and see some coverage of their races when it's out there and there's not women's pros or any other classes to kind of interfere. So
I wonder what it cost Racer TV to broadcast that long.
What it costs Racer TV to broadcast or what it costs JDay to broadcast?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Does Racer TV not have to pay anything to YouTube to broadcast that long? Or?
No. So Racer TV back in the day before Starlink, dude, they were paying like $10,000 a month for satellite internet to be able to work and have broadcasts out. Now you just got a Starlink, pay your monthly premium, and send it out.
Hell yeah.
But for JDay to use Racer TV and get the whole crew there, they are
Forking out some money.
they're paying a Toyota Corolla around somewhere in that ballpark. But we'll see if it pays off because, I mean, it had me pumped up. I was ready to go damn race one after watching it all day today.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I talked to 2 or 3 people, and they're like, man, we should have went down there and at least hung out and watched, like, excuse to go to Florida a little early. And that's what I wanted to do also, just didn't end up getting the chance to go down, but it was super cool looking to watch.
Yeah. What are we looking at here?
I was just looking at, I seen some videos of Carson Brown or some clips saying he was going to be down there, and there is a Carson Brown in AA here, so I don't know if that's...
Yeah, he rode
a Super Mini.
A YZ 125 in a Super Mini frame.
Oh, well, he got 9th overall.
That's what it
19th
was?
overall, sorry. So
That's just in one moto.
Yeah.
Moto 2.
Oh, yeah. So, Moto 1...
He DNF moto.
Because I guess he was supposed to race the Pro 125 class, but he didn't for whatever reason.
What did how'd Suddy do?
I mean,
His
also
bike did not start.
What?
So when you look
Didn't
at
start.
when you look at the group of guys that were racing too, like the pros start, dude. There was a ton of them going in that first corner, but you got Ricky Russell, Gus Reardon, reigning GNCC champ. Leave that up for just a second.
Oh, sorry.
Ben
Oh,
Kelly.
Jesus.
Just go to AA.
You got Thad Duvall. You got Jack Edmondson over here racing from across the pond. Zach Osborne on his beta was out there riding. Josh Toth was out there. Evan Smith was out there. There was a lot of like big name dudes that they came out to race. The reigning champ Justin Kilkino's friend of the program, he was out there. Brendan Greg Wall was out there, who that championship battle came down to. So yeah, a lot of people down there racing on a Tuesday in Florida. I don't know what their overall numbers were, but it seemed like they had a good pro payout. But those guys don't got jobs.
Go to the AA and just how many AA guys there was. On
Just
the,
AA?
Yeah, on the drop down.
30
31.
ish.
That's solid.
Zoom
Yeah.
back in there. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? Obviously, a lot of other pro
Medaglia.
riders, but I meant like people from our world. Yeah, Tyler Medaglia. He put on a hell of a run in Moto 2.
Yep.
That's what Ricky even said. He's like, Tyler fell off on that first one, so I wasn't really worried about him catching me. He was like, if he caught me, I just let him by. because he knew that he wasn't in the contention for the overall at that point.
Yeah, but
Carson Brown,
I think if
Braden Nolette.
if Gus could have got to third and Ricky went 2-2, Gus was 1-3, would Gus have won or would it have been to Ricky?
No, your
Well, they
second
would
moto
have.
scores
Yeah, they
are
would have
better.
tied, and then Ricky had the higher second moto.
So it's not off points, moto points.
It is, but if it's a tie, it reverts to second moto finish, like moto. And now moto does that. Like if you go 1-2
Yeah, but
and 2-1,
I think
the
a
guy
one-
that went 2-1 wins.
But I think a 1-3 beats a 2-2.
They're both 4 points.
I could be wrong.
I think it's Olympic scoring, isn't it?
I was thinking at the end of the
1
year, like
plus 3
talking
and 2
about
plus 2?
like the people, like the tiebreaker usually is at the end of the season if whoever has the most wins. But for moto scores, I think, yeah, same thing. I think a 2-2 beats a 1-3. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Moto guys, let us know. We ain't got a clue.
That's the way I understand it. Drop down to our women's pro class. We'll check in with them. It looked like a battle between Taylor Jones and Shelby Turner. I didn't get to see their moto. Taylor Jones goes 1-1. Shelby Turner goes 2-2. Kayla O'Neill goes 3-3. Simple as that. Taylor Bonecutter goes 4-4. Whitney Bond goes 0, 5th. Aura Schmelian said, "Schmell you later. I'm getting out of here." She didn't even race. Doesn't look like either that or blew up in the first one.
Oh, no. Cowie.
Down there, Aura Farman said, "Schmell you later." Yeah. So let's check in with some of our YouTube comments here. So we're missing out on, unless you see any more interesting things we need to pick up on out of there. Paul Alley says, "Ricky looked good on that Kawasaki today. Hope he gets to come back east." He said that I think he's in for the
Florida.
series.
What? For JDay?
Yeah, JDay
Yeah.
series.
Uh-huh. I think
He
he's
says
running
he's gonna come
Florida,
to
right?
most of them, if not all of them. I would imagine he's running Florida if he's already across the entire country and racing on a Tuesday in Florida. D Bird says Ricky was ripping today at JDay. Eddie D says what it's going to take to get the drone pilot at GNCC. I think we covered that one. Paul Alley filling us in on the Sprint Enduro. Rained down on Saturday. They had to cut it 1 day short and combine some tests to day 2. Ethan Pratt says JDay drone was on point. Definitely on point. Feel like with GNCC it's more wooded. JDay seemed more open. There was a lot of open sections, but even in some of those sections through the trees, he was able to get that FPV drone down through the trees. So, yeah.
You keep saying that. What is an FPV drone?
FPV is,
Is that the one that balances? Or
no,
like
it's actually the one
swivels?
that doesn't. Yeah. First person view drone. So your regular drone is on a gimbal. So if you turn, camera stays straight. They move slower.
Gotcha.
FPV drones are the super fast ones that like race and then like follow dirt bikes around. They're a lot more. They're a lot
Nimble.
faster and a lot more maneuverable.
Yeah, okay.
And a lot harder to fly and break a lot more because you hit a lot more things. Cole Clyburn says, "Where did Garrett, Stu's old mechanic, end up? Seems like he was there and not seen or heard from anything about him since." Garrett Garrett Ward was Stu's mechanic now. He was Stu's mechanic back in the day. He is from Ohio. He is not far from the Phoenix Racing Shop, so he took a job with Phoenix Racing, and he ended up on the podium with Jordan Ashburn at Big Buck.
Are they running the Phoenix GNCC team out of Ohio now?
I think so. I think when Fred and Joe took over, they moved that
To
part
the old
of everything
Cowie shop.
up north,
Gotcha.
from my understanding. Could be wrong because they still got like Supercross team and quad team. I think all that stuff is still in Salisbury. Let's see where we were at. Tom says Phoenix Honda. Imagine you were answering Cole Clyburn.
Yep.
What is Zacho riding? According to the results, nothing. But he
Beta.
is on a beta. He is an ambassador for Beta USA. Walker Taylor says, "Where's Father Underfoot?" That is the question that all of us are wondering. Underfoot? So there was an Underfoot in the chat. Was it last week? I don't think it was
Yeah.
the real
It
Underfoot.
was last week.
I don't think it was the real Underfoot.
Really?
One, he didn't leave us no money. And two, I think it was underscore foot. I think the real true
It's an
Underfoot
imposter.
Yeah, and I remember we had an appearance from Overfoot one time. So yeah, where Underfoot must be busy this year, dude. We haven't seen him in a while.
Must have took a night job.
Toth was listed on Yamaha. Yeah, he was out there on his Red Bear Racing Factory Kawasaki. The Muffin Man. Cody Groves hauling absolute ass on a 514 numbered Cowie at Mid-East was awesome to see. Damn, I didn't know that Cody raced a Mid-East. Strang went out there and won it from what I saw. Ricky had a hell of a ride today, says Ethan Pratt. Says Ricky got robbed. That is a bummer, dude. Not getting the white flag. So I've been around situations like this where we miss the leader. I don't know if we've ever missed the leader for a white flag lap. We've definitely missed leaders for
Two lap
cards. And they are very strict that if one person doesn't get it, nobody gets it. So in JDay, if the leader doesn't get that white flag, because you see what happens, like that cost him the race. Like had he known it was the white flag, he probably would have rode a little harder because he knew he was done. But yeah, either to not give anyone the white flag and throw a surprise checker on everybody, or you run another lap and give them a white flag.
I was going to say, so if you don't do the white flag, you just don't give anybody a white flag and then throw a checkered.
Yeah, because then at least at that point, Gus maybe doesn't go for that sprint at the end because he knows he's got to make it another lap.
Yeah.
But he knew it was a white flag and he could empty the tank.
Yeah.
And Ricky didn't.
Yeah.
It's just, especially like.
Well, Ricky's still won the overall. So, I mean, justice was served, if you will.
If he didn't, though.
Yeah.
That would have been a major point. I mean, you're talking about a pro overall. I don't know how much they pay out, but I imagine Ricky's got team deals or contingency, like probably a good bit of money tied up in that. And for that to happen, can't have that happen. But yeah, live and learn. Round number 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Cowie deal is only for the West Coast. He bought that Cowie out of his own pocket, prepped it. I'm pretty sure it was DeFeo's practice Cowie. Buys it and preps it like the day before and then races it. I don't think he rode it but maybe once before he raced it.
Oh, really?
And then I think all he's on over here is literally just Cowie contingency for JDay and JDay preppers. Zero other sponsors, to my knowledge, paying. So that's why he's on a Cowie because of the team or the sport he has on the West Coast. Then he comes over here, same bike, I'm sure he probably flew with his suspension or whatever he did, but I think one day of riding when he raced it.
Not bad.
I know he bought that bike off DeFeo.
Dang. T. Brown says, was Ryan Sipes announcing remotely or there? He did a hell of a job announcing. I think he was there. I think he was there in the booth.
I thought he was going to race.
I don't know.
Did he run like a vet moto or something?
I don't
Maybe
think so.
125 Pro or something.
He did mention on the broadcast that, like, with his open book pelvis fracture and 2 surgeries, 3 surgeries, however many surgeries that came from that, just said that he didn't want to ride in the sand at that speed. But he's doing, like, a lot of training now. He did that ISD training camp, and I think he's training some other riders. So I think he was there just kind of supporting his riders. But, yeah, I think he was there on site. Sipes was a good addition to the broadcast. Sweet to have somebody watch and listen to on a Tuesday. Yeah. Locomoto, I know what you mean. Never been any dirt bikes being able to be talked about on a Tuesday before now. You know what I mean? No, I'm just messing. Ethan Pratt says, Ricky said today he was running all of them if he can. Walker Taylor says, he said, you and Craig don't text back, so he only wants to talk to Tom.
Who dat?
Walker Taylor.
Huh. He ain't never texted me.
I don't even know who Walker Taylor is, so joke's on you.
Damn.
Rude.
That's cold.
I mean, I'm not going to say I didn't respond to text because I tend to do that fairly often, but I don't remember Walker Taylor texted me. Speaking of Ryan, what made him and RM Cowie split? Creative differences, I think. I don't know. And I think Ryan wanted to do his own thing. I don't know. Who's to say? You know what I mean? At the end of the day. But, no, it was cool to watch that, especially on a Tuesday. This whole time leading into it, I'm like, why are you going to race on a Tuesday? But now, I like racing on Tuesday because I sit here during the day and I get to watch racing and see what was going on. So, did you get a chance to see what their overall numbers are Is there a way to do that without, or you got to break it down by every single moto?
You just have to go up. Yeah, and there was like 60 something in that.
60. Call it 60. Plus.
Couple updates here. Walker Taylor said he's reporting
30.
Craig to the FAA.
Oh,
He also
how many?
retracted
30.
his message about texting back. Oh, sorry. You
Something
text
nuts,
me.
dude. How about
Text
that?
you
80.
if I can.
It kind of seems like there's a bunch.
Look down the list of results for JDay here for those that aren't watching live.
45.
Seeing how many riders we got on a Tuesday in Florida.
17.
Where is Boswick? Isn't it like outside of Jacksonville?
Yeah. And then here's overall super minis. There's 26 super minis / girls. 17 Pee-wee.
Roughly 275. I mean, not bad for a Tuesday.
Yeah.
I will say I thought as far as like the pro class and everything, obviously, I was like, man, Tuesday was the move. Because there's not a whole lot of time in everyone's schedule in between the races anyway, because there's to not mess with GNCC, Enduro, or whatever. U.S. Sprint Enduros to sneak this in. So, I don't know. Whenever Full Gas did it in 2015, 16, I thought it was cool then too.
They did a Tuesday race?
Mm-hmm. They did it in Florida.
We used to do the Alligator Enduro. Who were you talking about? Full Gas?
Full Gas did it once.
Yeah.
2015 maybe?
But it was always,
After the GNCC.
yeah, the Tuesday of bike week. Because everyone
Yep.
would stay
gonna tell
down
you right
between
now.
Florida and Georgia.
There's not a whole lot of people that are going to race the GNCC at Florida on Sunday and re-prep a bike for Tuesday at Florida again.
There used to be guys that would do
The GNCC,
Alligator on
then
Sunday?
The Gator. The Alligator was on a Thursday midweek.
And
The
then-
year I'm thinking of anyway.
and then the GNCC would be the following Tuesday,
Yeah.
the next Tuesday.
I might be screwing that up, but there was like a 4-day difference.
What? Because why did the GNCC used to race on Tuesday?
What?
Why did GNCC used to race on Tuesday?
I don't know. I didn't know that GNCC raced on Tuesday.
I didn't. I
Yeah.
thought GNCC was Sunday, and
No,
then
the
the
Flor-
Alligator was.
The Florida GNCC used to always be on Tuesday
Always? Like,
up until like all the river ranches. I'm pretty sure were on Tuesday.
huh. I guess I
Up-
didn't realize
Up until they went to
that. The Mud Mucker?
the Mud Mucker or Wild Boar.
Hey, is Levi's name Stewart?
Levi who?
In what
Baylor?
context?
Like I'm looking at when we were looking at the overall. Here's overall Pee-wee, and Stewart Baylor was 15th overall.
Yeah.
So it's Stewart Levi, same as Stewart SLB.
Stewart Levi or Levi Stewart. But yeah, I remember on Mid-East scoring he comes up as Stewart Baylor. So I guess he was ripping. Well, he was racing.
Yeah, he was there.
He was there.
He was there, ripping, laying it down.
Shout out Levi. In other news, I do have several unresponded texts from Walker Taylor. My bad, he just texted me. And I saw
I don't-
some unresponded to in
I
there.
don't have anything from Walker Taylor.
Do you have his number saved?
No, I don't have his number. He
Here, I'll
didn't
tell
text
you
me.
his number. Type it in, see if you got it. No, I'm
All
just
right.
kidding.
I will. I'll do it right now. Say it on the broadcast. Spam this boy.
Dox him out here on the interwebs. T. Brown says, Big Tom, is that when there was a practice day of some sort? This might have been before my GNCC time.
It was. It was. But
Yeah,
it was before.
they used to do. Yeah, they used to do a practice down there.
It was before Mud Mucker 2014, I think.
Because it was on Sunday.
That was on Sunday.
I know the river ranches were on Tuesday, but I don't remember why. And then
Was
the
it Tuesday of bike week?
yeah, it was the Tuesday. So you race on Tuesday, and then you go to Georgia that same weekend and race Sunday at Georgia.
Oh, so you had like a 4-day turnaround time instead of a week.
Yeah, not even. But I think either the Alligator Enduro was on either that was on Sunday, and that's why GNCC went on Tuesday. But see, I think the Fullers still raced on Saturday, or maybe they raced on Monday. I can't remember. But then, so either the Alligator Enduro was Sunday, GNCC Tuesday, Georgia Sunday, or it was GNCC Tuesday, the Alligator Wednesday or Thursday, and then the GNCC in Georgia on Sunday. It was a ton. Go to like
2013.
I do remember Full Gas racing down there on Tuesdays.
I was gonna say 09, but
I just know
Try
2013.
13.
2013 was
River Ranch.
River
And it
Ranch.
should give you a date. Click on bike overall. It should have a date, I believe. That's not overall.
Puttin Man says, think it was to help the northern racers not blow 2 weeks of vacation. Could be part of it. But that's why a lot of
talking
people
about
stay
overall?
down. This is the only back-to-back GNCCs of the year. And so a lot of people stay down that week. So it seems
Tuesday,
like
March 12th.
the Tuesday of bike week would have been the
So then
move.
what was this?
And then XVX Film says Alligator has been on Thursday
Sunday.
several times as well.
Okay, so that's what it was. The GNCC would be on Tuesday. So they'd run foilers on Sunday. That's what it was. Foilers could practice on Saturday, race on Sunday. The bites could have a practice day on Monday, race on Tuesday, and then the Alligator was on Thursday, and then you went to Georgia on Sunday.
Dang. That's an action-packed week.
And for the
So that
guys
was-
with one
that was
bike, that'd be
13.
screwed up.
What
I
was-
also remember at the Wild Boar every year, down at
That
the
was
end
Sunday.
of camping,
was it?
they
I
would
was there.
build out a practice track in that field section. And you'd have a practice track to go down there and warm up on. I don't think they've done that in the last several years.
So 2013 was the last year of Tuesday racing, and last year at Wild Boar or River Ranch.
See, the crazy thing is that in 2013, I'd never ridden a dirt bike in my life.
Look up.
2014 was the 1 year of Mud Mucker, and then 2015 it was at Placa,
They only went to Mudmucker once.
to my knowledge. Yes.
Look up 2013 Alligator Enduro, or yeah.
Spelled that wrong, but that's all right.
Google knows.
Mike Lafferty won it on Hughesburg.
Held on March 14th, 2013. Oh, we have to scroll a long way for that one.
You have fun with
March.
that, bud.
Yeah, that was the 14th. So GNCC on the 12th, Alligator Enduro on the 14th, and Georgia on the 17th.
Dang. Yeah, that's some tight turnarounds to be racing.
That's nutty. Could you imagine?
Especially for the working man.
Could you imagine the?
The hands. Holy shit, your hands would be
Yeah.
tore up.
They were bad,
And
then,
your butt cheeks.
And your cheeks.
The guys building the Georgia track to
Oh,
leave
yeah.
on what Wednesday if
And
they're
get
lucky.
it ready.
Well, the good part about it is that was round 1 and 2, so you had 3 months to set it all up.
Yeah, they had. I think they would go to Georgia, set some stuff up. You know,
Because, dude, Florida is also one of the most physically demanding races, too. It's just 12 miles of whoops. You leave with your back sore, your shoulder sore, your leg sore, everything sore, your butt sore. And then a lot of times it's a lot hotter there earlier.
that's what I was about to say. That was second week in March? Yeah, that would have been second full week in March.
Yeah.
That's
And
before the
now we're
global
starting
cooling.
a month earlier in
Yeah.
South Carolina. It's ridiculous.
Well, not only that, we're going down to Florida 2 weeks earlier, which this time of year, that makes a big difference.
Huge.
Down in Florida. Because, I mean, it's not like there has been a couple years where it's been outright hot. But it seems like a lot of times it's right there in the 80s, like just crossing over into 80s. So it's not like it's scalding hot. We race in hotter weather.
That's
But-
hot when you've been damning permafrost all year.
That's what I mean.
All
Even
winter.
in North Carolina, what was it today? 40
Cold
degrees?
as shit.
Yeah, it's 40 degrees. There was frost. My bird bath was frozen this morning. And then
Was there
you go
a bird
down.
in it? Frozen in it.
No, they made it out. But like you go from being in the 30s and 40s to all of a sudden racing in 80. 80's hot. And that's not even to mention the people from PA, the people from Ohio, the people from Michigan, where it's way colder. So it's like that's a physically demanding track, and it always tests you too with the heat, with the hydration, because it's really everyone's first time getting down there, and it absolutely destroys my allergies every year. That's how I know my allergies are coming on. Is it time to Florida race?
Georgia.
I need to start taking some
Or
allergy medicine.
Talladega with all them balls of pollen on the tree is terrible.
Are you going to Dega?
I don't know.
Thought about it.
Dude, I'm
Hey,
be
Craig,
Going hanging out.
burning up the damn highway here soon.
move that camera over a little bit so my face is out of it.
Or zoom
It's
it in.
right there.
Zoom it in a little bit.
Look at T-ships.
See?
I don't know
Okay.
how to zoom it in. How you zoom it in?
The rocker switch right next to you. Right,
up on the camera.
on the camera,
Your
first
side.
of all.
This?
No,
Nope. Well, you
right-
can use that. You can use
right
the
there.
twist ring. Use the big twist ring.
that, yeah.
Yeah, but it's going to go in a lot if you just tap it. Use the ring on the front that you had your hand on. Oh, that's focus. Use the other one.
Dude, this is not my job, I tell you. It's not my job. There we go.
There we go. That should be good right there.
Sweet.
Thanks.
That was bothering me. I don't know why.
Make you a camera operator
Well,
out of you.
We
anyway.
could just scoot it over.
Well,
Well,
I don't know what to do about the cameras in here because this one's got my my laptop, so I got to angle my laptop so you can't see my screen. And that
Hell
one's
yeah.
got both laptops.
when are you going south?
This week?
You are going this week?
Yeah, probably Thursday,
Hmm.
I think. I got to be down there for Daytona on Friday. We got Supercross credentials.
Razzle-
Press
you
day Friday.
you gonna razzle dazzle it?
Might.
No, you won't.
No,
Trying-
you,
No,
what
you
does that
wont.
even mean?
No,
Oh,
I'm not,
can we?
I'm not
Are we
razzle
gonna
dazzle.
talk about the bachelor party?
You ain't been to Razzles?
Oh, yeah, I've been around. Remember,
Oh,
I
have
took
you
a
been to
video of
Razzles?
Trevor Barrett dancing on the stripper pole.
So
That wasn't at Razzles.
It absolutely was.
Was it?
Oh, yeah.
the year I quit working at Racer TV, I got razzle dazzled. Stay down there the week with Dustin Simpson,
Yeah,
riding nuts to butts on a CT70 through Daytona.
that'll do it.
Um,
We about saw a guy get shot down there. Remember that?
I got a video of it.
Yeah, that was wild.
It's pretty sketchy. That's why I wanted to go down there. I just bought a Zuma. I wanted to go down there and hang out.
Yeah.
I bought 2 Zumas. Bought another one.
You know, only ride one at a time.
I'm going to sell the other one. I
You
got a
ain't
better
getting
deal.
that second one from Kyle.
I got the first one for Kyle.
I know. You ain't
And-
getting the second one from Kyle.
No.
Cause you getting the Zuma.
I'm getting the second one from Kyle.
He's got another one?
No, he doesn't. But
Well,
I do.
That's crazy. I bought one off a guy in Lincoln, and then I bought one kind of handshake deal off Skinny to make the one I got off Kyle run. So I kind of got 2.5 right now.
I can't wait till he starts doing this with planes. It's gonna happen.
I work on them every day.
It's gonna happen.
I just bought this plane. It's got a seized motor and the wing doesn't really work, but we can
Nah,
get
I
it
ain't-
figured out.
It
That's a
leaks
bad
fuel.
Dude, 2 grown men and a Cessna 150 coming out of 14 Alpha. There's trees at the end of the runway, so they're like 100 feet tall, and it just keeps sinking into it, and then finally it picks up. That's a terrible feeling. So I do not want to fly sketchy airplanes.
I just found this plane with a blown up engine, but I got an old CR500 motor laying around. I think we can make it work.
The 500's got just as much power as the damn Cub, 65 horsepower Cub.
I found an ultralight helicopter.
No fucking way.
Dude, I
No
want it.
heckin' way, dude. No.
Did you just say heckin'?
Yeah,
Put that thing on the
he gets mad at me when I say the F word.
strap it to the roof of the RV, and then just
You're a grown
Not
man.
go anywhere.
You're a grown man.
you can go anywhere.
said
You
the
can
same
go
thing.
on 5 gallons of fuel.
That thing couldn't pick up 2 toddlers. It ain't gonna pick up a damn RV.
Well, I didn't say it was gonna pick up the RV.
Wait.
I get on top of my RV and fly away in it.
You're gonna hit overpasses. You're screwed.
You know what? This podcast is making a lot more money than we know about, and we ain't making shit, are
Yeah.
we, Craig? Talking about buying a helicopter and strapping it to the top of your RV.
It wasn't realistic.
I don't know.
Just fun dreaming.
I bet you if Tesla made a helicopter, you'd buy one.
This podcast hasn't made no money since Underfoot came in here.
Shit.
I thought we had a new comment. We don't. What else? So yeah, I think so. Yamaha has an announcement, and every time that they do this, they never tell me what the announcement is. Like,
Yeah,
I
because you
wanna
got a
know.
podcast that you damn.
But we're partners. I want to know. So yeah, they got some sort of announcement coming out Friday at
Maybe
5.
it's maybe
And then
it's new 2-strokes like Cowie, and we'll never see them.
maybe it's that 350 that Caleb has been developing this whole time. Yeah, I don't know. So we'll be interested to see if that is. And then obviously Friday is press day and media stuff for Supercross. So I got to figure out what time that is at. That's usually pretty fun because you get to talk to the boys and hang out a little bit. And then they usually do like a big media dinner at the track on Friday, which is super awkward for me, but it's fun.
Because you don't know anybody?
Yeah. And I'm just like wandering around by myself, and it's like Wygant, Ricky Carmichael, and Jeff Stanton was there last year, and Villapo. It's like all these, it's some crazy people in there, and I'm just kind of like standing in a corner, like I shouldn't be here. Good food though. Are you going? Either one of you guys going to Daytona?
I doubt it.
Negative.
What about Dega?
Don't know.
Planning on flying to Dega.
Flying for the day?
I'll go Saturday or Friday, either one. It just depends on the weather.
Josh Strang flew to Talladega one time.
I've heard about that.
Was Skinny?
No.
With Jimmy Johnson.
With Jimmy Johnson.
Oh, hell yeah.
That was a cool story. I guess Jimmy Johnson had to go down for qualifying and asked Strang if he wanted to go. So Strang and the pilot brought their mountain bikes. They flew down to Talladega. Jimmy Johnson goes to qualify. Strang and the pilot go ride mountain bikes. And then they just fly back home.
Yeah.
Them boys are living another life.
Yeah.
You know, I was going to...
another world.
I guess today is the day I could have signed up for the Enduro in Oklahoma. What was that?
I don't know.
Because I can still get a good row. Like they don't start the normal registration until tomorrow, I think.
Yeah.
I checked earlier. I can still get a good row. But we're flying down. I think me and Skinny are going to fly Josh down. And I was like, man, it'd be real shitty if I went and raced and got hurt and then we're stranded in Oklahoma. Because we were going to take Skinny's plane, but either way.
You telling me he's going to fly his plane from here to Oklahoma, but he wouldn't fly me to Redbud? Not Redbud, Iron Man? After Curtis's wedding for Motocross and Nations?
Yeah, his engine was blowed up.
No, it wasn't.
In September, it absolutely was.
Well, it wasn't supposed to be, and he still wouldn't do it when he didn't have a blown-up engine.
Call the cops, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
All I'm saying is I got to go to Oklahoma too, so I need a seat.
Good.
And, dude, with YouTube and ChatGPT, I can get that plane back.
You absolutely can.
If the pilot can't fly, yeah, I can. I've played flight simulators. I just look up a YouTube
How many
video,
of them?
how to fly a plane. And then use ChatGPT, fill in the gaps for the things that's missing.
Dennis Quaid
We'll
did
get
it
back.
in some movie.
Yeah, dude, it's not.
To my point,
Can't be that hard.
I'll go to Talladega, but I ain't going to ride because I'm scared to death I'll fly somewhere and race, and then I'll get hurt and the plane's just sitting there. So, yeah.
That'd be shitty.
Just like Ron
It's
Awad
super
told me,
inconvenient.
he's never had to prove that he was a pilot. As long as I got you on the comms and can figure out our flight path and talk to the towers, we'll figure out how to get the plane somewhere.
I can talk to the towers for
I
you.
would Uber back or hitch a ride with somebody from the race before I would do that, Tyler.
Is there a Uber for airplanes?
Yeah, private jet or American Airlines,
Yeah, I guess there's that.
Spirit, Endeavor, Piedmont.
Dude, did you know that? Side note, we're getting sidetracked here. Did you know that you can buy an all-you-can-fly pass for Frontier for $350? I think I'm gonna do it. It's $350 for the year, unlimited flights. You pay $1, and then if you like check a bag or carry on, you want to upgrade your seat, you got to pay for that.
Wait, what?
But you can fly with a book bag for $1 for $350 for the year.
Jamie, look that up.
Who?
Pull that up, Jamie.
Jamie, pull it up.
Who the hell's
I don't
Jamie?
believe that. If that's true, I'll do it tomorrow, and I'll be flying like hell.
Dude,
in a big
that's what I'm
plane.
saying. So I didn't believe it because I saw something. I watched a video about one of them people that you heard about a long time ago that bought like a lifelong American Airlines pass for $250,000.
Dana White?
Yeah, he's got one. There's a few people that got
He
one.
gave his away.
So I Googled it and I was like, does anybody offer one of these? Because even still, like, I don't got $250,000, but if you could buy all like unlimited full access pass for $250,000, could check out a loan or something. That'd be
Do
cool.
you think you're gonna fly $250,000 worth of flights in your lifetime?
You will after you buy that.
If
Hell
I had
yeah.
that pass, absolutely.
If I need to go to AutoZone, I'm taking American Airlines. Hell yeah. Anywhere I go.
Interesting.
Any inconvenience.
Bro, if I'm hungry, I'm flying anywhere in the world I want to go get some food at. If I had an unlimited pass, you're damn right I would.
That's what I'm doing right now in a 4-hour little circle. Barbecue at Whiteville. Cruise down. Courtesy car. It's great.
I would put them in the red. Think about like a flight to Europe. What, $1,000?
Yeah, but is that worldwide or is that domestic?
No, that's anywhere
Well,
that
for
the airline
250.
goes.
But what about Frontier?
Frontier, it's so.
It's
Here's the
wherever
catches because
flight's-
I was like I said, I googled it and asked if anybody still had it, and this Frontier thing said it, and I was like, "There's no
Here, I'm
possible
Googling it
way."
right now.
And I was like, "And if it is, dude, it's got to be $20,000, $30,000." Looked it up, $350. But the negatives about it is one, for domestic flights, you can only book it the day before. So that means if you're going somewhere for a week, you can't book your return flight until you're there, and just hope you can get back. And then domestic flights or international flights is 10 days. So you can book international flights 10 days in advance. But Frontier, they like nickel and dime you. Like, you can't have a carry-on. You got to pay money. I think it's only like $30.
So what if you want to take somebody with you?
They got to have their own
So if you
pass.
book it the day before and the plane's full, then you're SOL, right?
If you got 2 seats, then yeah. But the other
Annual
bad
pass now to April 30th, 2027. Limited time price, $349 a year.
I wasn't kidding. So the other caveat about it is Charlotte's got like 20 flights. Like, you can go 20 places from Charlotte. But
Frontier.
their hubs are Denver and Orlando. So, like, you may not be able to fly from here to Hawaii, but you can fly from like here to Denver to Hawaii. Or like Oklahoma City. They don't fly to Oklahoma City because I got to go there for that National Enduro. I can't fly direct there from Charlotte, but I can fly to Orlando and then to Oklahoma, or I can fly to Denver and then to Oklahoma. So, like, in those two cities, they have way more flights. But, like, Charlotte, you can fly to, like, San Juan. You can fly to – I forget all the – I pulled it. I had the whole list pulled up. But, yeah, you can – it's unlimited flights for $1. But, I mean, same thing. You can't – like, you can pay extra to check a bag or to bring a bag or whatever. But, like, doing that, dude, if you want to go somewhere for the weekend, you can pack a weekend's worth of clothes in a book bag.
Mm-hmm.
And then that would make me go a lot more places. Well, let's go to Baltimore for the weekend, or you know what I mean? That's, I don't know.
Out of
I
all
couldn't believe it was
places,
that cheap.
out of all places, you picked Baltimore.
When you look at the places you can go from Charlotte, Baltimore's the first one. So it just stood out in my head.
Alphabetical order.
Maybe we go back to Pastrami land. I got to fly to Baltimore.
We gonna go over these Mid-East results, or are we protesting them like North Carolina? No.
Why you gotta say it like that?
Well, I don't know.
Holy shit.
Because Craig's had it pulled up for 30 minutes, and I don't know.
It ain't up.
Oh, you had it up. What'd you do to it? My bad. Did I strike a nerve? Hold on. I'm changing the subject. You got something that you need to say about the broadcast today, right? Because you had some.
I said what I said. It was good.
Oh, you're so full of shit. You're such a pussy.
The Mideast thing is weird for me.
Well, why?
I don't know. One of the things where if you don't have anything nice to say, you shouldn't say anything type of situation. I guess it's just, it really bothers me the way things went down, and I don't know. I had, because someone said something about me not covering Mideast before, because obviously I covered Mideast in depth for the last several years. I don't know.
Fair enough. Good enough reason.
Well, sounds like a topic for another time.
Yeah. I kind of told Mindy that, like, after we made it through a few rounds and it died off, that I'll probably cover it and then explain myself. But I think right now, I don't think I can explain myself.
Well, that's good. Let's go over results, and we'll just read through them like we do the West Coast and know nothing about them.
All right.
You got to do this. We can't talk like you can on
Yeah, you're
this.
real good.
Yeah, because you can.
You guys wanted the results so damn bad.
Well, I mean, it's the biggest series on the East Coast other than GNCC.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like we got to do it justice.
I just really thought I would get a, like, thanks for everything and good luck.
Yeah, well,
And it kind of or an RSVP to my wedding. One of the two. I thought I would have got. Because, dude, I announced. I kept it on schedule. I did the podiums. I got the awards. I did the social media. I covered it on this show on a weekly basis. Got yelled at for covering it. I felt like I meant a little bit more to Mideast than it seems like I meant to Mideast. Plus a whole bunch of other stuff. But anyway, Josh Strang went out there and raced Mideast. As soon as I leave Mideast, Dustin Simpson and Brandon Peterson go back. They're racing it for the series. Josh Strang shows up and races after probably sending him 12 reports per year of he had texted me and asked me how the conditions are, and I tell him and he doesn't come, and now he goes and wins. So bounce back race for Josh Strang. He takes the win. Jonathan Johnson says, hey, my little blonde brother ain't here this weekend. Let me go out there and race. And he gets second place overall. Mike DeLosa in the number 3 spot. Levi Elliott in 4th. Trevor Bollinger raced.
Tebow.
I didn't know Trevor Bollinger raced. Was he
Silver
on a
Creek's
Yamaha
back,
or a
too.
Husky?
Yamaha.
Says Husky, but
It was,
Dang.
it was Yamaha.
Dude, everyone damn showed up to race. I haven't seen Bollinger back on a motorcycle since Rockstar Husky days.
Neither has Mideast.
Alex
obviously.
Luger, shout out, 6th overall. Damn, what's the name of his thing?
Aloha. Aloha.
Alex
Aloha.
Luger Off-Road Academy.
Yeah, Aloha.
Aloha, something like
Alora.
that. Alora.
Alex
Alora.
Luger Off-Road Racing Academy.
Yeah,
Alora.
Alora. Getting it done. Colby
That-
Goodman, 7th.
off-road
Cody Groves. Cody Groves out there on Stu's practice bike. Putting it in 8th overall. Fletcher Tucker, 9th. TJ Brown rounding out the top 10. Dustin Simpson, dude, where are you at? 12th place overall. What
He's
happened
riding a
out
brand new 2024.
there? Yeah.
Yeah. Drove all the way to the UP, Michigan, Upper Peninsula, Michigan, to get it.
What?
Yep.
Dustin?
Yeah.
Yep.
Fresh 24 to 50F.
X.
X. So
Yep.
the last body style.
Why?
That's what I said. I
That's
told him he's
said
an
the bike
idiot.
he said he wanted. He said it's his favorite one they ever made.
It's this one, but 250FX.
And he
I
drove to the UP?
I
Yep.
reckon.
Michigan. Northern Michigan.
Can't wait till you fuck bitch.
That seems like a long drive.
Yeah.
When he got his XC1 deal, I thought it was a stretch. We drove to Pennsylvania
It's
overnight.
XC1 deal.
Or XC3 deal. We drove to Pennsylvania, picked up the bike, and drove straight back. And I thought that seemed excessive.
What was his XC3 deal?
It
Tealy.
lasted like 2 rounds. Yeah, Tealy.
Tealy. Yeah. Yeah. He's done that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Old
I've seen
dustpan.
him get a ride and pull off of a track while he's leading the overall, lean the bike against their truck and say, "This is dumb. I'm out." He was in the overall.
Was that the fuel guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was leading the overall on a KTM 250F
I remember that.
and just came off the track, leaned it against the
What
truck.
was that
and
guy's name? Joe
drove
something?
home. Yeah, Grimes.
Grimes.
Yeah.
I thought that
Good
was the
people.
dude that I thought that was the Garth Brooks emo guy. Or that was something Grimes.
What?
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, his fake album?
Yeah, his alter ego.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Wasn't that Joe Grimes?
No, I don't remember what it
It
was.
was something Grimes. Luke Grimes.
Real quick, since you guys like to dig things out of me that I don't want to talk about, love my Mideast family. I have had a lot of people reaching out to me from Mideast, and that means the world to me, especially after that first race and then getting back to Big Buck and seeing people in person. Dude, so many people came up and talked to me. So nothing but love for all the Mideast family. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate everyone that reached out. Appreciate everyone's support. Appreciate letting me kind of join the family and be on the microphone for all those years. Definitely was a tough decision to go. I just, like I said, kind of bummed the way it happened. And I don't know. I don't want to get into specifics. But anyway, did want to say that. Thank you to all the Mideast crew and participants and family members and the owners for the opportunity.
But not the mini quads.
But not the
Not the
Pee-wee
mini quad
parents.
parents.
The mini
You guys
quad
suck
parents.
ass.
Some of them were cool, but there was a lot of drama
Kevin McClellan told you to eat shit.
between P-dubs and Pee-wee quads.
Who's Kevin McClellan? He told you to eat shit. I'm assuming he was talking to you because we weren't saying anything.
That's awfully rude of him.
Yeah. Hope you stub your toe, Kevin. How about that?
All right, so obviously, a lot of people at Big Buck did not have their day go the way that they wanted it to go. So, who do you guys think is going to have the biggest bounce back as we head to Florida and Talladega rounds 2 and 3 back-to-back weekends? Grant Davis had issues. Josh Strang had issues. Thad Duvall had issues. Brody Johnson had issues. What?
He said, I meant stirring shit, not eating shit. Sorry, bud.
Oh,
Same thing.
I can see that.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, always back me into a corner. Now I'm going to be up at night thinking about the crap I said on the podcast.
Oh, you'll be all right.
Yeah, hell with him. Be all right.
We're trying to pull up Bigger Buck results here, see what was going on. So, XC1 bikes, we got Thad Duvall, DNF, Grant Davis, DNF, Caleb Russell, DNF, Cody Barnes, DNF, Grant Baylor, DNF, Josh Strang, DNF. XC2, we had Brody Johnson, DNF. We had JoJo Cunningham, DNF. We had
Other riders, DNF.
well, there was only like
Here,
8
I'm
of
just
them.
going to go to overall here.
Or do the show off.
Oh, there was that
Show
one.
off.
There was that one fella that we didn't know nothing about, wasn't there?
Yeah, but he finished, didn't he?
Oh no, that wasn't.
No, he didn't.
That was somewhere else.
Yeah, Christopher Paris.
Yeah, we knew nothing about him.
Oh yeah, that is who it is.
And Simon,
Yeah, dude. So we had
Gavin Simon.
favorite coming into the season, Christopher Paris, didn't finish. JoJo Cunningham, DNF. Brody Johnson, DNF. Gavin Simon, DNF.
You know, I'm really curious how everyone's eyes are, like Caleb's. I haven't seen anything.
And
I did.
DeFeo.
Yeah. Just wonder how everyone's eyes, because that come from a guy who's blind, who has his own issues always. Not now.
And
They're
flies
fixed.
planes.
This is the pilot. That he's speaking
They're
right
fixed. They're fixed. The FAA even had to write off about it. Y'all go check yourselves. That's what I'm curious about.
This is your pilot speaking. I couldn't find the button. Talked to the radio twice, but I want to let you guys know that the fasten seatbelt is turned off. So is that how you're going to be as an airline pilot?
You sound like shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are preparing to land. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been informed this is the wrong airport.
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize.
We're
This is your captain speaking. It's 738 Delta Mike.
My bad.
We just landed on a taxiway, so major issues coming from the cockpit. Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to the lost cost of $350 all-you-can-ride passes, they hired pilots like me. Good luck.
Just give me the salary, baby. I'll figure out the rest.
I accidentally accepted for a way lower salary. I couldn't read it. Sorry, Craig.
There was only 2 zeros there, not 3.
Well,
I missed the decimal place.
what did you have a decimal place for?
For your salary. So instead of 100,000, you're 10,000. You just misread the decimal.
Anything's
place.
better than what's going on right now, boys. Give me 10 grand. I'll fly. I'll fly for 10 G's.
Anyway, what were you saying? I forgot.
I don't care anymore. That's the thing. Go ahead and finish your podcast.
Oh, I forgot what we were
That
talking
was
about.
pretty good. Can we make a
Go ahead and make a. Go ahead.
on the plane segment? We need like a 10-minute segment of plane talk every week.
Either one of you cocksuckers getting playing with me. I'm cutting that power at 3,000.
This
We're going down.
is OTP on the plane podcast.
Why would you do that? Because you're in the
Plummet it.
plane as well.
We're going down, bud. Plummet Airlines.
That's Skinny's plane.
I'll be in it.
All right. So back to racing. There's a lot of guys that did not have a good round number one. A lot of these guys were some of the championship hopefuls that we talked about coming into the season.
It's coming.
Who do we think is going to have the biggest rebound? Or
Out of each class or just
we'll start with XC1.
XC1?
Because, Johnny Gerard is a threat. He won the first round. Stuart Baylor is a threat. Jordan Ashburn is always going to be there. Craig DeLong's been riding really good this year. Same with Ryder Lafferty. Liam Draper looking to wick it up a little bit. Ben Kelly Went through, 2 or 3 air filter changes, looking to wake it up a little bit. Always strong in Florida, too, is Ben Kelly. Today, he goes 5.5 at JDay. I thought that was kind of surprising. 3.3? Yeah. Sorry. Who went? Thad went 5.5.
Yeah.
So my mistake. But, yeah. Looking at this, you got Grant Davis. You got Grant Baylor trying to figure out his suspension stuff. Josh Strang. On the beta, looking to rebound. Cody Barnes looking to rebound on that beta as well. Caleb Russell, who is also really strong in Florida. Obviously, Ranch Russell of the South is a mile from the GNCC track. So I guess from an XC1 standpoint, which one of those guys do you guys see bouncing back the strongest in round 2?
Grant.
Davis.
I think Grant Davis.
And Baylor.
I think Grant Davis is going to be the strongest bounce back, and I think Cody Barnes is going to be the biggest surprise.
Yeah. Someone I wanted to mention, too, is Liam Draper. I mean, he was having a good day at round 1. His bike was not running great. I think he had sucked some water. So I think his finish of a 6th would have been quite a bit better. Like, even when he came into pit, it was dying, and they were bumping him off to try to get the bike starting again so he could finish. So I think,
Who are you talking about?
Liam Draper.
Oh, yeah.
Other than the obvious guys who are the top runners who are, didn't finish, he did finish, and I think he could have done. He was already well better before. I think he's having bike issues that he still got to finish, but he didn't succumb to them. But I think Liam will have, as far as bounce backs, maybe a better at round 2 as well.
Yeah, I mean, Liam is another guy that came out and won the Sumter National Enduro that was in the sand, and now we're racing in the sand again.
Yeah, but it's completely different sand.
Yeah.
Like, it's
And
way
it's not
different. It's nowhere near the
shoulder
same.
tight either. That's some bitch was tight as shit.
I'm trying to put together a storyline for
Well,
the program here.
Yeah, it's your storyline's off. You just got fact checked.
But, I mean, he came on strong when he moved up to the XC1 class. Last year had a little bit of an up and down year, but then came on strong at the end. And he's been working and training a lot with Zacho down there. And he's been staying in Florida, riding in Florida, which is the same sand in Florida. But, yeah, just to your point, Craig, I could absolutely see Liam coming out and putting on a good race this weekend.
Yeah, it'd just be nice to see all the guys
Healthy.
DNF. And I did check the weather. You said no rain. There is a chance of rain Saturday night.
Whoa.
Like a 50% chance.
Agreeing with your point, Tom, though, that I think Grant Davis will have the biggest bounce back. Caleb the same way. I mean, all those guys, I think Strings had really good rides down there. All those guys can definitely do it. Cody Barnes the same way. Like, Cody's nasty in the sand.
I mean, yeah, they can. Obviously, they're all capable. I mean, Strings a past champion sitting there in the showing a DNF. Yeah, he's capable. So is obviously Caleb Russell and all them. But like, you can't pick them all to have the best bounce back. So I think out of those those guys that had essentially all the DNF guys,
dude, if
out of those, I think Grant's gonna have the biggest bounce back. But I think
Davis.
Grant Davis. Sorry, but I'm worried about Caleb's eyes. That and DeFeo's, man.
I mean, DeFeo was able to finish, but he was in bad shape there at the end. And like you look at Levi racing at JDay today, you look at Josh racing at JDay today. They're all down there.
Yeah.
So, like, could that be a lingering issue that kept them racing from today? Could it be a linger issue coming into this weekend? I mean, Caleb had to pull off and couldn't see out of one eye.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Craig, obviously, you know more about eye issues than I do, but, like, you scratch your corneas, how long does that take to heal?
As far as actual injuries, I'm not sure, but it was just like today. I was ripping gaskets off a carburetor on an airplane, sitting upside down. I got a gasket in my eye. And it took like 2 hours for my eyes not to feel like shit. That's not, nasty clay and grit and mud. But it would be interesting to see. But, like, same thing. You seen the picture of Toth looking like Dave Chappelle. His eyes were screwed up, and he said it took 2 or 3 days for him to get to where he it wasn't bothering him too much. But, I don't know. I would just Caleb was the one I knew of the worst. So I haven't seen anything about it.
So, I mean, also looking back at last year, obviously we talked to Caleb on the program about his issues with that 450 and trying to get comfy on it. Well, last year at Florida, he got second place overall by just 8 seconds off the pace of Johnny Gerard.
Yeah,
and that was a battle that they swapped back and forth and came down to the wire. And then there's the whole Caleb leaving the KTM training program, and Johnny was a part of the training program, and that whole storyline going into it too. And those dudes battled down to the wire. And it was Johnny that took the win last year, Caleb in second, Ben Kelly third, Grant Davis fourth, Gus Reardon in fifth, Liam Draper sixth. So a lot of those guys that we just talked about were a lot of the guys in contention and in the mix last year when we went to Florida.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, Caleb always is good in Florida. Obviously, he trains a couple miles down the road, but you know, if his eyes are okay, I could see him being on the box too. But and you know, I just remembered something that we had mentioned, that there's a possible hand injury for Grant Davis. So depending on that too, which I know we got a text that said there wasn't, but
that's what somebody that knew that there was would say.
Yeah, true. So there is that out there. You know,
Well, no, Grant won Sprint Enduro
Oh, true. Yeah. So I guess he's
last
good.
weekend.
Yeah.
He's all right.
Then that theory is debunked.
Yeah, and I mean, that's like one of the biggest, I don't want to say what ifs because we saw Grant do what he did last year, but that's like, for me, one of the biggest storylines coming into this season is, can Grant back that up? And can he do even better on the front line, on the 350? We saw him running up front at Big Buck. He's strong in Florida. He's strong everywhere. And now he's got a chip on his shoulder because of how he finished at Big Buck.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can certainly see him coming out and do it. But like I said, Florida is a fast track. It's a gruesome track. It's a tough track. It's a track that all these guys know really well, and a lot of these guys are riding throughout the whole entire offseason. So it's a place that they're comfy, and it's a place that doesn't have the separators that we talk about on a weekly basis. It's just who can twist it farthest for longest.
And suffer the most.
Most.
If you ask Trevor Barrett, it's the easiest race all year, as long as you're in shape. I tell him he's full of shit.
And looking at the weather too, I don't know how hot it's going to be, but I know quite a few years we've seen guys heat exhaustion midway through towards the end. So I don't know, Tom, I'm assuming that's what you're doing now, just checking how hot it's going to be, especially going from nasty, wet, and cold Big Buck to Florida, which all those guys are down there right now that I know of. Like, I think all of them are down in Florida riding, but
I did look it up. It is going to be rain all Friday night. So let the quads get a little bit of that, all right?
It just changed on mine too. This earlier was Saturday night into Sunday. Now it's showing Friday night and
yeah, I looked at Saturday. It's like 80% all night into the morning on Saturday.
Yeah, rain showers in the morning becoming intermittent
There you go.
in the afternoon. So yeah,
Have Craig read it.
but temperature
eyes
wise,
are probably better than both yours right now.
temperature wise,
Eye doctor told me I had the best eyes in Denver.
Yeah, he was flirting with you.
There's a girl. She was
Thought you
trying
were
to sell
gay.
me things.
temperature wise, Friday's gonna be 81. Saturday and Sunday's mid 70s with low in the mid 50s. So it's gonna be prime time temperature wise. So
Good weekend of racing there.
Good weekend to watch and
At least
from the house.
At least a good shower on Friday night, Saturday morning will get the track good on Sunday. Where it won't be so dusty and powdery.
And I tell you what, I know everybody hates them, and if you're racing, you hate them. But get some water down there in that track. Get them mud holes. Get them mud holes mudding. Get them ponds full.
That shit's for the birds.
Hey, watching though, that's one of the most interesting things about the Florida race.
Yeah, you
Watching.
remember when Mackenzie Tricker buried her
That's
bike?
exactly what I was just thinking of.
Not only that,
I've
if
seen
you're
a bunch of them buried.
listening to the program and for some reason you have not raced Florida yet, bring the oldest, nastiest set of gear that you have because you
And the
will
practice
never,
bike if you got one.
Yeah, you'll never wear that gear again, or it'll be cow manure black for the rest of eternity.
Yep. Don't wear white.
Yeah. Florida, like, dude, I love the sand. I love riding that Florida track. Like 2 laps of it, great.
You're
But
high.
man, 2-3 hours on that thing?
You haven't rode 2 laps in
Good.
the 3-hour race, have you?
No,
Yes.
I've never raced a 3-hour
It's
race.
terrible. It's not even fun.
It
You know,
gets
I remember
freaked out.
2020 it being enjoying 2020.
Was it
I was
wet?
I was running the open B on a cow and it was dry, and then 21 or 300 husky, and I hated my entire life all day. I was absolutely terrible. So I don't know what the two differences was. I don't remember it being too crazy. I remember getting a whole shot in open B 21, and about 3 corners in, thinking, "Oh shit, this is terrible.
Yep.
I'm screwed." Then my bike was sitting like Titanic in about 30 more seconds. As soon as we got back behind the start, it looked like a bomb went off. So maybe it must have been wet in 21.
What was the year that Joseph came over and raced, and Steve Holcomb and them, and
Would have been
That was when Strang broke his arm, wasn't it? So 23.
3. No, 22.
That was when
whatever
Toast
year that
overheated.
was? It was really hot, and walking around the finish line, dude, looked like you were walking around a Vietnam battlefield. That was when Bollinger was on the ground and Kerry Joe had the water truck hose like spraying everybody down, and like everyone was collapsed and like just
That was
absolutely.
when Strang broke his arm.
That was Ben Kelly's 7-0 year, or 8-0 or 6-0, whatever he did. Because he was the
23.
only one
No,
that was on his
23.
feet. Like he looked like he was ready to go back out and do another couple laps, but like, dude, everyone else was just wiped out, laid out on the ground, drooped over their bikes.
22.
Yep. 2022.
22. And Joe Sepp rode a PDS bike. Hell yeah.
He did do good down there.
Yeah, ripped. Like to
And
see
then he
him
got
come back
hurt
over.
that next week or something, right? Because then he didn't get
No, he got hurt at Florida. Broke his hand at Florida.
I thought he went somewhere else and broke
Uh-uh.
an arm or wrist or hand or
No, he
something.
broke his hand at Florida.
Mm.
Yeah, that year was gnarly.
Yeah.
But back to this year. Who's your biggest rebound guy?
I don't know. I like the Grant Davis pick just because he's strong. He's got, like I said, he's riding with a chip on his shoulder now after what he did last year and coming down for the title and running the number 2 plate and being on the front line, being on the 350. He's got a lot to prove, and he's strong. He rode really well. So I think you definitely can't go wrong with taking that pick. Caleb Russell, I know, catch a lot of flack for it. Big Caleb Russell fan. But, I mean, he's had the time on the 250, although this almost seems like a race where you'd almost want to take the 450 and let her eat. But, I mean, he lives down there. He trains down there. He had a good showing last year. I mean, he got second place at Florida last year, and we didn't see him on the box again until he won at the Penton. So that's got to do something for the confidence. But you bring up the point about his eyes. Are his eyes good? Cody Barnes, big dude. He's on a 480. That 480 is going to make a big difference in the sand than riding a 250F.
Are you gonna go through all these guys at DNF to make a case for all of them to have best rebound?
Seemed like a good idea.
Yeah.
Grant Baylor.
Politically correct.
See what he can do. Josh Strang. That damn ass tree that took him out is no longer there. So what can he do down there in the sands of Florida? I mean, I think not calling the win, but just looking at the guys that did DNF. I think it's between Grant and Caleb. Cody obviously rode really good. I think he'd be a strong contender to be up there in the mix as well. But I think from a mentality standpoint and the type of competitor that both Grant and Caleb are, I think they're going to be riding with the biggest chips on their shoulder. I think they're going to be wanting to prove themselves the most. And I think both of those guys have the same finish or die mentality. And
Yeah.
I mean, all them guys do, obviously, but Caleb did what he did by being a freak of nature and was able to win those 8 championships. That's not a normal person's mindset. And when Caleb came on the show for the first time, Christmas a few years ago, he was talking about how Grant Davis was the one that stood out of all the guys he was training of having that same mindset. So we talk about Florida being brutal. We talk about it being tough. We talk about it being one of the toughest races of the year. I think it's going to come down to those two guys being able to push their minds past their bodies and really wanting to rebound on the showing that they had at Big Buck.
What about XC2? Out of those guys at DNF, who you think?
I mean, you really only got a couple options. You got JoJo and you got Brody. Gavin Simon, it's his first year in XC2, so I think he's still going to be working his way into it. I will say.
What about Christopher Paris?
Yeah, Christopher Paris. He could be like the song Kanye and them. He could be up front. What? Good buddies with Gavin Simon. I like Gavin Simon a lot. That being said, he was out in front and kind of seemed like he dropped back pretty quick at JDay today. And that's a 30-minute moto.
I saw that.
And I'm not saying that to like be mean or say something bad. It's just as someone watching the race progress, I was like, oh, shit, Gavin Simon's out front, dude. Like, let's go, Gavin. Put the hammer down. And then all of a sudden, he just dropped quick.
Kind of like Zacho did.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Zacho wasn't out front, though.
Yeah, no. Zacho was running second behind Ricky in the first one.
Oh, yeah, that's
and
right.
Whole shot at the second one.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh, I must have missed that.
But I think Brody.
Zacho's retired, dude. He's having a good time. He's hanging out.
I think Brody's gonna be. I think he's gonna have the best bounce back. Put it on the box, Brody.
Yeah, but then look at what JoJo did. JoJo was damn leading the overall, big buck. But yeah, I think from those three plus our buddy Chris Paris, I think Brody Johnson is gonna be the one to come out swinging there.
If JoJo can keep it on two wheels, he'll be up there.
Yeah.
Keep his bike together and stay on two wheels, and JoJo's a threat, as he's always been. But, I don't know. There's a lot of hype on Brody coming into the year in the DNF. I mean, he was up there too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he won that Sprint Enduro. He won the first Mid-East.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, just, I mean, all those Huskies on that team had issues and ultimately ended up not finishing at Big Buck. But, yeah, I mean, I'd love to see Brody have a solid race and at least get up there on the podium. I mean, he should be a podium guy. Every week, Brody should be a podium guy. So I'd like to see him rebound this weekend and get back up there towards the front. But, like, as far as outright winners of each class or just in general, I mean, back to the eye thing. We don't know where these guys are at and how bad it affected them, mainly speaking about Caleb Russell and Nick DeFeo. Obviously, I think a lot of guys had eye issues based on the conditions, but Nick DeFeo firsthand was really bad. But we've seen Nick run really strong at Florida. We saw Gus in the top 5 of Florida last year, top 5, top 6 in Florida last year. So he'll be tough. Tino, Lippy. I'm still pumped on Lippy's ride last weekend. But, yeah, kind of going back to what we talked about preseason. I think DeFeo, Reardon, and Brody and Lipscomb are going to be the guys that are battling for those wins. I think Jack could have a good ride.
You think Lipscomb's going to be battling for wins?
Did I say that?
Yeah.
DeFeo, Tino is who I meant to put in there. Love Lippy. Would love to see him get up there, but I meant Tino.
Yeah, I was just kind of looking at some of the amateur guys too. Seeing like 2VDA favorites and what the fuck. Oh, it goes Open A to Open B. I didn't know anybody who had a real bad day in Open A. Like Cole Whitmer going out there and laying it down. Cooper Jones.
Lane. Dylan De La Cruz. Lane. Whitmer.
Oh, yeah, Lane blew up.
Bad days.
That's the thing about Big Buck 2 is a lot of guys race their practice bikes, which good on them because they race bikes. They don't want to destroy them. But the bike they've been kind of wearing out all off season, they go and race it round 1. DNF. That kind of sucks, but better practice bike than a brand new race bike.
Especially when it's coming out of your pocket.
Hell yeah. Yeah. James Jenkins. I seen him, I guess, third lap on the Triumph, and I was pretty pumped. Looked like he was riding good, so it looked like maybe right after I seen him, he must have blew up.
Dude, that video of Huck Jenkins
that was stupid.
Jumping that pond.
Yeah. Holy shit.
One of the craziest. I think I sent it in the group chat, and I just said, what was best case scenario here? And that's what I was wondering, because he was landing on an uphill. Like, if you make the pond, you're landing into an uphill, lands, gets blown off the bike. He became my favorite twin in the process, but man, that did not look fun.
No.
When you come to the XC1 class, it's like I hate to take the cop out method, but like truly, wholeheartedly, any one of them guys could win. Like it is so hard to predict what is going to happen in this XC1 class because literally any one of those guys have won races and could win races at any time. Is there anybody on the list that hadn't won an overall? Cody Barnes.
You could flip the XC1. You could flip the XC1 results from Big Buck upside down,
won, did he?
and it wouldn't be Lee won one. I don't believe, but you could flip the results. 1 through 15. Josh Strang win, Grant Baylor, and that could be not too far fetched especially in a mutter. So yeah, it's kind of that's what we were talking about silly season before, or just talking about our picks before Big Buck. We could pick all we want, but we were gonna be wrong. Actually, we would have been pretty close. I think we said, Johnny being healthy, that's good. Ashburn's always good in the mud, and Stu Baylor, good mud rider as well. But, yeah, you could flip it upside down, and it would be not too far-fetched of results.
Yeah, and there's only, 1, 2, 3 guys that haven't won an overall, but there's so if there's 3, there's 4 or 5 that don't have an XC1 win.
What?
Because Toth and Davis don't have an XC1 win.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of not.
They got an overall, but they don't have an XC1 win.
Grant has one from the front row.
Well, okay, then technically Toth does too, but...
Was he on the front row snowshoe?
No.
No, but he was when he won on a KTM.
Oh, at high voltage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But... that's a good point, Craig. I didn't think about that. You could literally take the XC1 class finish and flip it upside down and not be surprised.
Yeah, but yeah.
At a mud race.
I can see
Especially at a mud race.
Yeah.
Like,
I bet Strang, Grant Baylor, and Cody Barnes wish that was the truth.
yeah, they'd be pumped. Hell yeah. Beta power.
Yeah, it'll be because I did that live feed from the track and that
was cool.
Overwhelming.
That
Jordan
was cool.
Ashburn.
But there was a lot of people that wanted you to do a mudslide, and you didn't do it, nor did you respond.
I didn't even see that.
Dude.
People kept saying that in the comments?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even think I saw that.
One of them was me.
Oh. That explains it.
I
didn't even see you comment.
Freaking mudslide.
There was a lot. I was commenting mudslide. And there was somebody that was like, yeah, I agree with Tom. Mudslide.
So
we want a mudslide.
Tom started the ball rolling.
I started it.
I really don't remember seeing that. I would
Did you
have
see
at
it?
least acknowledged it.
I didn't know you did a live stream.
No, that was cool. And I meant to say something to you about that. Do that. Keep doing that. Like, before they take off to the line. But I think it would be cool to go grab a mechanic, especially at a mud race.
Yeah.
And be like, dude, how nervous are you? Like, well, what's your predictions for, what do you want to happen today? Or, obviously they're going to say that they just want the bike to finish, whatever. But I think that would be cool. And, if you could grab a rider real quick and just say, hey, live on Instagram, what's your thoughts on today or something? That would be sick.
Yeah.
And just make your way down pro road and, not even riders, but, the mechanics, or help pull one of the wives to the side. Get their pre-race thoughts. That'd be kind of funny. Yeah.
So I did get a couple messages about that, talking about it being a cool idea, because we were sitting there and
it was delayed. Obviously,
yeah, it must have been after 1:00.
It was, yeah.
And hadn't even seen Stu. So I was sitting there. I was like, dude, what can I do? I've been hanging out here. I'm ready to go do something. So I was like, dude, I got phone service. Let's go live.
Yeah.
But then, just kind of walking up and down. I think I talked to Corey Revels a little bit, Brody's mechanic.
Yeah.
And then kind of walked down to the Beta rig and saw those guys and walked by the Yamaha rig. But, yeah, maybe we can make that a regular thing.
I mean, you should have service in Florida, too, I believe.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I thought what you did was awesome. You were kind of just walking around, talking about each team and whatnot. But, yeah, if you could grab a mechanic or something, if they'll talk to you, or a rider, that'd be sick.
Same thing if you don't have service and you did videos and you got kind of what they were thinking, then you posted it as a short or a TikTok. That'd be sweet.
Yeah. So, dude, I can't tell you how many started and unfinished videos I have on my phone. every race, I'm like, going into Big Buck, dude. It's like I had a plan to do rider interviews, put that out. Do the raw video, put that out. Make an edited video, put that out. And even like do a vlog of the weekend and how I do it and put that out. So that way, like right now, I'm leaving GNCC. Obviously, they're doing the stuff for the Cowie team and Stu's team. But then, like my raw video, I'm leaving with just that. So it's like, how can I maximize time being there? And also, like, that's what I do. Like, I walk around and talk to Cody Barnes for forever, talk to Grant Baylor for forever, talk to Caleb for forever about.
But you're not getting any of that on video or recorded.
But like, how many people have that access? So it's like trying to figure out how to take that and kind of show. But one thing I do feel weird, like walking up and interviewing people or walking up to riders with cameras. But at the same time, like everyone else does it and they talk to them just fine. So I don't know why I get worried about it.
Put GoPro, just do a chesty strap and just walk up to her.
I will say, you need to take advantage of it while nobody else has started doing it yet, because your track record, there'll probably be 2 or 3 people down there video and Instagram live this weekend. So
Talladega, you're just going to see your phone blowing up. So-and-so's live, so-and-so's live, so-and-so's live.
Yeah.
Now I'm given an opportunity to prepare. But yeah, no, I appreciate you saying that. That's cool. Maybe we can I mean, that's simple too, because that editing videos takes so long, and you got to dump stuff from a card, from a phone, from another camera, and put it all together and edit. So Instagram Live, you hit the button, just walk around.
Yeah.
Just walk around and talk.
Does it save that video?
Yeah, so it saved it and posted it as a reel. So like
nice.
it still shows up on my page.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So yeah, maybe we can look. I wonder if it'd be better to do it during the WXC race where they're not as high stressed, but then a lot of them are still out biking and looking at the track or getting ready. So
no, I think you get them
right before the buzzer blows.
Full stressed out, or hell, even go do it at the, which I think Racer TV sometimes does it, so they might not want you to do that, but do it while they're in staging down there.
Yeah. Yeah, I have thought about that. I think I don't even want to blur the lines of live video anywhere near the
Racer TV
broadcast, because that would be a quick way to not make friends.
Yeah. That's probably in your credential rules.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. No, appreciate you saying that. We'll definitely do it in Florida.
Oh yeah. Who is this down here that says me and Tom LOL? Who is it?
Ethan Pratt.
Ethan Pratt. Do we know him? Do I know you, Ethan? Sorry.
He also asked what we thought about the red light drama at the Supercross.
I think it's all bullshit. They should all get penalized.
I think Shimodi should have won.
He did.
No, he didn't.
I thought they gave it to him.
No.
I thought that was the whole thing.
They penalized.
No, because didn't you see Nicoletti's post?
They
penalized
nobody.
But didn't Shimoda actually win?
No. The second.
Who was the one that jumped on like the very clear Red Cross flag?
That was Tomac, Roxon, and Webb.
Oh, so it was 450s.
None of them got penalized.
I had it on, but I didn't much pay. Dude, my brain is at max capacity. Like, I've watched a lot of the Supercross rounds. I couldn't tell you who's won what. I couldn't tell you how many races people won.
Well, on the broadcast, the 250s wasn't clear. It just showed Shimoda case the double leading into the finish, and then he rolled the finish and got passed by Pierce, and I don't think Bennett passed him.
No, he just got
but
passed
Bennett
by
was
Pierce.
right on his butt.
Dude, Bennett got third. I didn't even know that Dax was on a Husky.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't
He got
look
voted.
at any preseason team changes. I didn't really know.
But in the 450s, there was clearly a red cross flag out, and Hunter at least rolled the double into it. I don't know if he rolled the finish or not, but like he raced the lead that he had once those boys got around Roxon. And yeah, there's a picture, and it's Tomac looking back at a red cross and Roxon jumping the face with a red cross out. And nobody got penalized.
I wonder if there was a
dude
weird
swapped out and jumped into the backside of the finish.
That was 250s.
Oh.
The guy jumped and landed on the backside of the takeoff, spun around and got off back into the track. But Jordan Smith did the same thing in 450s, but he was laying down on the backside of the landing. But he was gone
by the time they got
the time they got there.
Yeah, because I read the report in the 250s. said that the lights were flashing, but there was no flag.
There was no
so
flag.
they couldn't penalize them because you got to have both.
Yeah.
And then the 450s, there was no lights, but there was a flag.
Right.
But it seems like the flag, then they said they didn't have adequate warning to look for the flag.
Yeah.
And so no penalties.
Which is
But that dude, I saw the picture, and the dude is standing there with the Red Cross flag held out.
Is he before the face of the jump that they were hitting?
Yeah.
no, he's
So-
he's
It's the
on
flag.
the face of the jump.
Yeah.
He's at the flag stand.
He was holding it like out over the jump.
Dude, it was
Weird situation.
those lights are new this year, and I don't see how that. I think they've got too much. They've got they got the rules too complicated, right?
Yeah.
Because if you're racing, heart rate's 180 in a supercross, racing for the win, like you can't pay attention to. Oh, well, there was lights and no flag, so I can jump. Well, there's no lights and a flag, but I can still jump.
Then you got to process in a fraction of a second.
Yeah.
Rich McCullough said AMA said it was too close to the face for them to react, so they didn't penalize. I remember reading that in the report that like the lights are supposed to signify you looking for a flag, and that they didn't have enough time to process the flag without the lights.
Well, see, last year,
But in the 250s there was lights, but not a flag.
there was I don't remember if it was last year or the year before, but there was a right-hand 90-degree turn into the finish, and the flagger was on the inside of the turn on the finish line. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's where this all came from, because on the very last lap, there was checker flags and the Red Cross, and 4 or 5 guys jumped, and like one dude in the middle didn't, and he ended up winning. So I think that's where this all came from. But those guys got penalized for jumping on a Red Cross. It's too confusing.
I think Nicoletti summed it up the best
Yeah.
with his post.
Didn't he say something like, just let's go run a red light and see what happens?
Well, no, I saw a post that he was
Yeah.
like, so you can jump with the flag but not the lights sometimes, but then sometimes it's the flag and not the lights other times, but then sometimes it basically just convoluted the whole thing. And that's the way I feel after reading it all and seeing it all.
So somebody had posted, it was like, let's just go run red lights and see what happens this week. see how well that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think none of those guys know what they can and can't do now. But
Welcome.
And you don't have much time to decipher that information.
no.
Speaking of Supercross, AJ Meanley, 89, is the current leader in the OTP Rocky Mountain Fantasy Group. Overall, ranked 107, doing pretty good. A-Ray 117 in second. McGee 62.94 in third. Paul Alley in fourth, hunting him down. And when you're shopping on Rocky Mountain, atvmc.com, use the link. It's in the description of this video. It's in the description of wherever you're listening to this at. Do you shop Rocky Mountain just like you would any other time? But you click that link. It gives us a small little commission for it. Doesn't raise the prices for you. Doesn't take anything away from you or take anything out of your pocket. But it does help support the show a little bit. So click that link. Shop on Rocky Mountain just like you normally would. And if you're not already in our OTP fantasy group on RM Fantasy SMX, you can join it now. There's like 200 and something people, and I am ranked like 140 something in the group. So not doing great. But you can do great by shopping at Rocky Mountain using our code.
I bought so much shit in the last week. It's kind of sickening.
Did you use the code?
I did.
I can pull it up right
You said
now.
you
Do
did
it.
that. You said
See
you
if you're
did that.
lying.
You said you did that last week.
I bought like
More
3
stuff
things
this
at KX Ports this week. So
Nice. Did you go
Pulled
get that
up.
thing?
yep. And I bought a KTM 65.
Man, I gotta confess, I bought a bunch of Rocky Mountain stuff a couple weeks ago.
Jiminy Crickets.
I didn't use the link. I forgot all about it.
Actually, the KX stuff might be from this week, but I did buy a Henson clutch. Not a Henson, but I bought a clutch for the Yamaha since last week.
Full clutch system, or just plates and fibers?
Plates and fibers. Clutch is good, I think. Just slipping a little bit.
Oh,
T-Ship can't sign in.
maybe I don't have one. Well, I was going to say, I haven't seen a check show up in a while. And now it says that my information is not correct, but it's saved on here. So
Probably updated your password.
Maybe you can just shop Rocky Mountain wherever you want to shop Rocky Mountain.
I've still been using the link, so someone's getting paid.
I guess I need to reach out to them, see what's going on.
Sounds like you just need to reset your password.
Well, no, because it's saved in there. Email password combination does not match our records.
Good job.
Oh shit.
Might have got
What else we got? Who you got for the win this week?
Me.
Cooper Webb.
No.
Yeah, we just decided we ain't playing that game.
GNCC. You guys are scared.
Put him on a list. Give me a dart. I'll throw it.
Yeah.
That's who it'll be.
Johnny G.
Good pick.
We go Ben Kelly.
Also a good pick.
Who you got?
I don't know. We'll go. Has Stu won Florida? Obviously he has. But
Yeah.
when was the last time he won Florida?
Maybe SRT KTM.
I know he won it on SRT KTM one year.
At Wild Boar?
Yep.
No, yeah.
I wish there was a way to quickly go back and look at that because I do wonder how many times he's won Florida.
So you picking Stu?
I'm trying to decide if I want to. I just need a little history. I think Johnny. It's so hard for me to not say Caleb. Especially if he's all good, riding all pissed off on 250, nimbly bimbly through the hoops.
You just said a 450 would be better.
Maybe, I don't know. He's been riding that 250 down there all winter. So
Yeah, he can go just as fast on 250F.
and he got second last year and brought it down to the wire. So
you going Caleb?
I wouldn't count him out.
So,
If I had to put money down, I would probably say Johnny.
there you go. Johnny.
Johnny
But-
G.
I also think Stu, Caleb,
The whole XC1 class.
everyone in XC1. It's tough, dude. It's really tough to pick, especially this year. And this is the true test of fitness. This is where we find out who did work in the off season. Then after this, we can all shape it up after that because we know have a better gauge on them all. You know what I mean?
I bet Toth is going to feel like shit.
What do you mean?
He didn't have a good day today.
From us not picking him or just in general?
No, just from, not being able to be really on the program till 2 weeks before. He'd been on a cycle bike and everything, but not been able to really ride. Been on the bike 3 weeks at Big Buck.
Plus,
I'm sure he's going to favor that leg.
yeah, I was about to say, Toth hasn't been Toth yet this year.
No, not
Like
yet.
at Sumter, at JDay,
At Big Buck.
at Big Buck. Because he finished Big Buck, right?
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah,
he was
21st overall.
he was back behind XC2 early on. And you think about it, but you also got to remember he snapped his femur in half and just started riding right before the season started. So.
And here we are judging the entire season.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm not. I didn't say it yet. Now I'm saying it. Not judging. I just not adequate time on the bike, not adequate time in the gym. Just somebody. I think he's the only person I could think of other than Tino, who was out all last year, really. That didn't have great preparation for, winter training camp. So I think after this one, maybe start getting bike fitness as much as he's been riding, trying to at least. And but I'd say Sumter. Yeah, I'd say Florida's going to hurt.
Yeah. A lot of standing,
Get through it.
a lot of squats.
Yeah.
What if an aluminum frame is all Jordan Ashburn needed? What if Jordan Ashburn just goes on a tear?
He was real good last year, right? was last year whenever Josh and Lyndon ran into each other? Was that last year or 2 years ago?
At Florida?
2 years ago, maybe.
Mm,
Because remember,
yeah, on the Honda.
I remember
Toth was on a Honda. You talking about?
so that's 2 years
Yeah.
ago. He got up to third overall and ran into Lyndon.
Yeah.
The only thing I remember last year at Florida is Stu having his entire tire off of his rim, and in that section by the PowerPoint, like went way off course, like up to that little platform and like jumped off of it. And I didn't know if he did it on purpose. Then he didn't. It's just his rear wheel wasn't on, so he couldn't control where he was going. And then I remember the Johnny and Caleb battle coming out of the wire.
Damn, I'd love to go down to Florida and watch. That'd be so sick.
Thought you were going.
I can't.
Ain't nothing between you but air and opportunity.
Tied up on Saturday. Can't go.
What are you doing on Saturday?
I got to take the limo to Ohio and take my niece and her friends out for her birthday.
Good thing. Make it to Ohio and back.
It made it the day, like 2 weeks after I bought it. We put a cardboard tag on the back of it that said farm use, and I drove it all the way up there.
Dang.
And I'll do it again. I'm gonna. Well, it's got tags
This
now.
is your captain speaking.
The
We have a
life
farm
of
use
Craig.
permit on the plane.
Well, it had dead tags on it, and I was like, well, I don't think I should haul a bunch of 10-year-olds around with dead tags on a limo. That's probably not a good look for the parents, so I got illegal again.
Craig's first tail number on a plane is going to be farm use. crop
duster.
control.
What's your tag on the plane gonna be?
I'm not going
I
to have a
don't fucking
plane.
have one.
No.
My first tag on a plane is going to be Frontier Fly and Go or whatever they call it.
Frontier annual pass.
Yeah.
Did you take your test yet?
Not the real one.
How's
I
the
need
practice
to do
ones
that.
going?
I was actually thinking about doing them last night, and I didn't.
Your citizenship test?
No, my Part
He's
107
born in America, damn.
FAA pilot certification test.
Mm.
I need to do that. But, yeah. We didn't have anything in the notes. I think we covered everything. Did we have anything in the notes?
No.
Did you just add this now?
I did. Don't delete it.
Who's your pick? Oh, you picked Ben. All right. Yeah, all these other notes are from Big Buck. So, I think that's going to wrap things up for us today. Check out TussleInvestments.com. Let Tussle know you listen to the show. He can tell you exactly what it is he can do for you and your financial future. He might tell you to dump everything you got in Sunbelt. That goes live on March 2nd.
Yep.
I've been researching it.
Have you?
Yep. I'm also big on Amazon right now.
It's already live, right?
Yeah. But it's supposed to go through the roof over the next couple of years.
To the moon.
But don't take my advice. Talk to Zach Tussle. Get his advice on it. Thank you guys for listening with us. Thank you, Craig and Tom, for coming over. Happy birthday, Tom.
Yesterday. 29 plus 2.
Hopefully it was a good one. Vet rider.
So 30 plus 1.
29 plus 2.
29, 2 years experience.
Yep.
You guys old as hell. Both of you.
21 plus 10.
How old are you, Craig?
28.
Mm.
Young man.
Shout out. Who else we got to shout out? Yamaha, Rocky Mountain.
Josh
Don't
Grant
forget.
for me.
Maybe you're Rocky Mountain. We got to make sure we still got a code.
Don't forget.
Yeah, dude, I need to talk to Rocky Mountain. I want my backpack. No, I'm just kidding.
Boys better hook it up. I'll move over to Motorsport. I won't do that.
I was a motorcycle superstore guy before they went out of business.
Yeah. Dirt Bike Depot.
Go to Tansky Motorsports of Northern Ohio.
Get you a golf cart or a Chinese dirt bike.
Hey, I got a funny story right quick. Did I tell you about the Abercrombie deal?
No.
So, Travis, I told you about that last week. Well, I get the bike back tomorrow. Done deal. They got done with it Friday. You were here last week, weren't you? The
You're
damn
gonna be able
93
to
Honda. is in the
Go into
Abercrombie.
your local Abercrombie and see Craig's bike on the wall
No.
with a model on
I
it.
didn't hear about that.
Get paid $100.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh. I've done a lot of filming here lately for not much more than $100, so you didn't have to do nothing. You just
Oh, yeah, especially when they steal your shit. That's free.
No, I was talking about something else that I can't talk about or I'll get sued. The other filming stuff been doing. Anyway,
Gay porn?
we'll talk.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that when we're able to, which should be late summer of this year. So, yeah. What I feel like there was something else. All right. Thank you, Yamaha, for being involved with us. Be on the lookout Friday at 5 o'clock. Big announcement coming from Yamaha. We'll be there, boots on the ground at Daytona. If you're going to be at Daytona, hit us up. Love to see you out there. We'll be at the Florida GNCC on Saturday after that. Talladega next weekend. We'll see you next Tuesday right here on the Pipe Podcast. And we'll go live down Pro Row right before the pro race on Sunday. So, thank you guys for being here. We'll see you next week on OTP.